Hey guys, we are doing some summer tire changeover. Now the winter's over. It's time to take the tires off my 2023 Tundra. I'm going to be installing a set of factory tires on the SR, which are your smallest tires that Tundra comes equipped with. These ones here I changed to the winter tires really shortly after I purchased the truck. So I think there's only about 200 kilometers on these factory tires. I am going to increase the tires to a off-road or an all-terrain spec tire very shortly. But in the meantime, I do want to do some fuel economy tests, some comparables, and some off-roading with the base tires the Tundra sticks on all four corners. So let's go and take a look at what I'm replacing it with. Just want to kind of do an update recap on the Continental Viking Contact 7s that I've been using all winter long. Very happy with them, performed really well. Quiet, smooth ride, great traction, and looking forward to using them next year. They still got tons of life left in them. Although the truck only has about 6,000 kilometers now, so they're not really heavily miled out yet. Should be able to last a few more years still. So let's go take a look at condition the winter put them in. Let's go take a look at Toyota's smallest tires that they put on the Tundra and talk tire tech. So here we go, guys. The Toyota Tundra winter tires. So I use these Viking Contact 7s. Now these were used previously on my Nissan Titan. And again, I picked these up brand new. So these tires have been performing really well over the course of the winter time. They fit well, they look good. And again, no issues at all. They don't shimmy, they don't shake. Ice doesn't seem to be packing up on them. They clear the lugs really well. As you can tell, it's kind of got like a diamond cut finish. So very impressed with these tires. These are a 275 65 R18s, so the sidewall isn't as thick or as tall as what came on the factory, and I'll show you what those are in a minute. Guys, these are the tires that come on a standard Toyota Tundra SR. I'm not sure if they're the same tires that they would give on the US models. This is Canada, so I can only speak to the market that I'm in. So they're a Geolander X-CV tire. Just kind of like more of a street tire than a off-road or a truck spec tire. Probably designed for fuel efficiency, quiet, good operation, good for deep rain and all that. It's got some nice deep treads here. Looks like the water will be displaced quite easily during the heavy rainstorms or driving through puddles. Like again, I really don't have any opinion on these tires because I only put on a couple hundred kilometers on the truck since I purchased the truck, and then they went to the winter. So the tire sizes that you get on a base Tundra, I'm not sure if that comes out. The sun is starting to set, which is a terrible thing in my backyard, so got to start reverse trending the videos. Anyway, they're 245 75 R18s. So they do have a taller sidewall. Now, in theory, tall, skinny tires are amazing off-road, and that's what we're going to check out. I'm going to do some light off-roading with this truck, and I'm going to see, hopefully maybe even put it head-to-head, toe-to-toe with maybe a TRD off-road Tundra or another truck of similar capabilities. So yeah, these are going on tomorrow. I got an appointment at Fountain Tire here in Edmonton. We're going to throw her on first thing in the morning, and then I'll do some driving updates and see how they actually really perform. Of course, they're too small for my liking. I do want to go to an aggressive all-terrain or a even light mud terrain because where I'm going with this truck is to do a little bit more off-roading and everything else. So I do want to up the game a little bit. So there's a couple other surprises that I'm going to do with the Tundra. Not to be named yet, but definitely is going to be a small, slow, and steady build. And that's basically what we have on today's episode, is getting these done and yeah, getting the summertime and getting right back into the Toyota Tundra SR content. Well guys, I'm back from Fountain Tire. They did an awesome job here. I am going to show you what it looks like totally stock again for a lot of Tundra owners that want the TRD Pro lift kits, better wheels, better tires. This kind of looks really tame in comparison. So I know it's kind of hot garbage for a lot of you guys out there. These tires are not aggressive. They're a really light street tire, but they do ride quiet. They do ride good. Again, these things here are really nice just to drive around in. Now, I'm contemplating on doing a couple things. I do have my basic SR build that I do plan on building up, and I was thinking of doing it in a couple stages. So I nicknamed the build the SR Trail Series, and it's something that Toyota might want to consider here in Canada, or people who are looking to do a mild build. It's going to be quality over substance, or style, or substance over style, which means I've got some skid plate plans. I am going to get a Westcott collar lift for it and upgrade the tires to about 285s on the stock wheels. And so I think that'll bring it up a little bit better. The height will kind of get into the TRD Pro series of approach angle, departure angles on the stock versus the modifications that I have for the SR, and just wheel it the way it is. Again, this is a very minimalistic build. I'm not looking at dumping a ton of cash into it with any type of accessories. It's going to be more of a stealth off-road look, but I want it to be functional, safe, and protected as well. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's basically what she looked like when I picked it up from the dealer. So far it's got about 6,000 kilometers on it. I'll put that in miles. That there you divide by 1.6. When I was doing the fuel economy figures, I was doing it 1.6. That's conversion. You times kilometers by miles or divide it. These calculations, I'm not good at math, so enough math talk. Here's the truck as it sits, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Again, I'm going to do some off-roading just the way it sits, and then we're going to bring it up a notch and then up a further notch from there, and yeah, wrap it up and show it. I'm probably also going to upgrade the spare tire as well. I do a lot of driving. I don't want to have just a silly little space saver if I do upgrade the tires. It look kind of silly anyway, so that's basically it. Well, guys, that's about it for today's episode. Just a real quick time to get the summertime on and start to look at some off-roading mods. So guys, let me know when you put your winter tires on, if you're in a jurisdiction that does have winter tire changeovers. I know a lot of the guys that I've been conversing with on social media, YouTube and Instagram and all that other stuff, they're in Florida, they're in California, so they don't have some of these Canadian winter problems. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining along. If you're new here, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Corey Motorsports. You guys stay loose for now.